Hello everyone, and this is Astron with a Transformer figure review. And as you can see from the title and the screen here, I got my hands on a Cosmos. Gotta thank my buddy Jared Wilkinson, or Black Talon, for hooking me up with this figure. He sent me a message on Facebook, said, "Hey, I think I found something you might want." I was like, "Oh really, what's that?" And then come a picture of Cosmos in his cart, and I'll go, "Oh, you're freaking kidding me." So, in a one collector helping another and one friend helping another attitude, while I was waiting for this to come in, I come across the Universe Scourge, and I knew he was looking for it, so I hooked him up with that to help him out, such as him hooking up Cosmos to me. And here's the Universe Generations Cosmos in vehicle mode. My prior version, there's only been 3 figures ever released of Cosmos that I can think of. You have the G1, which I couldn't even begin to tell you where it's at. You have this one and this one. So, let's get Cosmos out of his package and see what all the hype is about. Alright, got Cosmos out of the box. And man, this is the toy that 5, 6, 7-year-old me would have absolutely loved. I always did like the Cosmos character because he was so different. And I will be displaying him with my Omega Supreme and Skylinks. This is just outstanding. So good. And this is my just straight out of box opinion of him. Haven't even transformed him yet. So, something about him being a deluxe now is, in a roundabout way, he actually kind of will scale better with his fellow mini-bots. So, for a size comparison, we have Sea Spray. Oh, take his gun, put it over here. I'll stick the Universe one there. And let's take a look at Wind Charger. That works. That works really well, considering he's a intergalactic spaceship. And the others are vehicles for humans. Now, Sea Spray's a little small. He actually needs a deluxe or a Voyager. I never got my hands on the original Fallen Voyager. Or did I? I don't remember. Swerve. Gears. Beachcomber. Brawn. All of these guys of the mini-bots they've redone, they still work with the new Cosmos. And then there's someone else, a mini-bot that, just like Cosmos, that was done up as a deluxe. And you might be noticing, hey, where's Bumblebee? Oddly enough, I don't have a modern Bumblebee. I somehow managed to never pick up either the Netflix or Buzzworthy sets. But those look good together. Warpath and Cosmos. These are the 2 I had as a kid as in the mini-bot form. I love Warpath. Bam, zoom, pow. And Cosmos, was Cosmos. He was the UFO. Sci-fi me. And then the last mini-bot I had as a kid, Power Glide. These were the 3 I played with the most. Power Glide, Cosmos, and Warpath. And I had a Wind Charger, I had Bumblebee, I had a few others, Top Spin, Twin Twist, things like that. Had the didn't have Rapungus, or I had a Center Twin. And no, wait, not well. Yeah, I did, because I had all the Abominus set. Twinferno? Was that his name? The dragon? Two-headed dragon? Sparkabot? And of course, Grotesque. Grotesque was one of my favorite ones because he's the only big Transformer I had for a very long time. So anyway, enough of, some nostalgia here of the mini-bots. I dug all of these out of the tote they're in because currently my collection, outside of what's in the living room, is storage. So let's get this guy transformed up and take a look at him. Alright, here he is, all transformed up. You can find plenty of reviews talking about transformations, things like that. My perspective is this a good figure? Is it a good representation of the character? If I can, I'll try to give some history on them. That will come with the Marvel Legends figures. Cosmos here, I believe he was season 2 of Transformers, if I remember correctly. And he was in several very interesting episodes. But anyway, this is by far one of the best figures they have done for a character that has had so little love. I see why everybody wants it. If you grew up on G1 Transformers, you'll want this figure. As you can see, he's got a hell of a presence. He's fairly decently posable. The sculpting on him is absolutely great. Head looks nice. Confused dog look. It's on a ball joint, but you get all the motion you need for him to be expressive. And really, that's what you need for him. He was an expressive character in the show, and this figure needs to convey that. So you got that didn't need to happen. Full 360 here, out to 90 there, 90 at the elbow. Wrist inflection due to transformation, but it's really not that useful. You have his guns. Focus, you fuck. Have his guns here. Hip flaps, they'll get out of the way. So he can do the full Van Damme and the full Monty without a problem. He has a single 90-degree joint for his knee. Thigh rotation. Ankle pivot. No ankle tilt. But really, he doesn't. I don't think he really needs it. He's supposed to be a big boy. His accessory is the flag for being the Grand Marshal of the Speedia 500. Is that what the thing is called? Yeah, Velocitron Speedia 500. So, for those of you who don't know anything about racing, the Grand Marshal is your flag waver. They're the one that gives the green flag to go, and then the white flag for your final lap, or your checkered flag for the victor. So, obviously then Cosmos is the Grand Marshal, but we don't really care about that now, do we? Because at least they thought, instead of giving him a ridiculous accessory, that you can take said ridiculous accessory apart and give him just a basic gun. Which already, is a tight fit. There we go. Misty, stop moving my stage. So here we are. Armed up, ready to go, space exploring, going where no Autobot has gone before. Searching for Energon, usually for Omega. But yeah, if you can find him, I highly recommend getting him. And as far as a secondary market price on him, I've seen him going for way more than he should. And I'm not real sure if he's worth that. I mean, it would be great if he was, but you know, his value is more of an inflated value, not due solely to demand, but mostly because Walmart decided, or Hasbro decided in their infinite wisdom, to make him one per case. And that's made him an incredibly hard figure to find. Some of the Walmarts I've been to, I found all of them but Cosmos. He's the only one I could not locate. And I am, like I said, I'm really glad my buddy Jared was able to snag one for me, because otherwise I would have had to do the whole secondary market, try to find it type deal, and that never goes well for me. And what you're hearing in the background is me transforming my Warpath so I can have him stand up there next to him. I tell you, the most complicated thing on Warpath is his legs. But that's what makes him such a interesting figure. Bam! Zoom! Pow! Give him his Zaku shield. Of course, you know, Warpath doesn't have a gun. It's coming out of his chest. And here we have something that I don't think anybody, when they came out with the War for Cybertron Warpath, no one ever dreamed that, oh, looky here. You know, this is just awesome. Like I said, it's really cool to have them been able to stand side by side together again. I just kind of wish old Power Glide here was just a wee bit bigger. You know, he's tiny in comparison to these two. You know, Warpath and Power Glide are usually paired up together, partly because of them both being military vehicles, and partly because they're both red, and they were both Season 2 characters. So, but in that case, you know, this is the only modern version of Power Glide that we have outside of the Universe Voyager, who's way too big. Well, he might not be, actually. Mine's white, and I think I gave it to one of my kids. So, you know, we got a Power Glide there being a midget with his buddies. But it don't look that bad. It kind of works. So, with that being said, if you can find Cosmos, pick him up. Highly recommend him to just, you know, sci-fi fans, UFO fans, Transformers fans from any generation. He is an outstandingly good figure with a very intuitive transformation. I did not even open up the instructions on him. It's just, you know, I kind of figured how it worked. But anyway, this is Astron saying, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Laters. Yeah, it can be said I get sidetracked real easily. So one of the reasons why I waited a day or two to make this was I was trying to find my Generations Universe Cosmos and completely forgot to do the next thing that a person does on a review when you're talking about two different variations of the character, and that's the comparison between his newest version and his original or most recent prior version. I've been able to do that with most of the other reviews I've done in one capacity or another, but somehow completely, totally, maybe because he was sitting behind Cosmos, forgot to include this dude right here, who is leaning too far back. There we go. So, he works well with Paraglide. Of course, they're both Legion class figures using the modern nomenclature. I done forgot what they were called prior. So there he is, next to his G1 modern counterpart. And the cat walks by and he falls down. He's a good inch, half inch shorter. But for the class and style of figure, I still like it just as well. I found him to be a really cool modern update for a UFO. But don't have the Universe, Legends class, Core class, whatever they call them nowadays, or back then, definitely try to seek out that one. Velocitron Speedia 500, Walmart exclusive. Good hunting. Till next time.